Hello everybody, welcome back to another ASMR video. I hope you are all doing really well today. This video is going to be another ear-to-ear whispering / ramble video, so I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm just gonna get right into it. So it's been quite a while since I've made a ramble video. The last one I've made was at least 4 months ago or 3 months ago. But the last two videos I've made was actually the choosing beggars from Reddit. And I think most of you enjoyed it. A lot of positive feedback. I'm sorry I never really got the chance to reply to any comments. I would try my best to do it for this video. I apologize. But a lot of you enjoyed it except for a few people. They kind of was criticizing the mouth and lip sounds and everything. I think that is because they weren't necessarily looking for an ASMR video, but just happened to stumble upon my video. So I don't blame them, but thank you to those people who tried to correct them and let them understand that this is an ASMR channel and the sounds I'm making with my mouth is deliberate. Because I know a lot of you enjoy mouth sounds. That's why I'm doing ear-to-ear close-up, otherwise, why bother? Anyway, like I said, it's been so long since I've made a video, so I don't know where we left off. But I did go to Hong Kong during the winter break. So I got out of school right after Christmas, right before Christmas. So I spent December in the States. And then because there were some very cheap tickets from Cathay Pacific, one of my favorite airlines, it was around $800 from Boston to Hong Kong straight flight non-stop. So I jumped on it with my cousin, who also went with me, and my sister. So I went back from January to almost the end of January when school starts. So that was around 3 weeks, and it was amazing. This was actually the first time that I went back in the month of January. We usually go back in May, June, July, those months because summer vacation. But the ticket usually spikes around those times, so we try to avoid that. So I thought 3 weeks is more than enough to have fun, so I did that. This has been like 2 years since I've been back, so not a lot of things have changed, but I did more than I did last time. Last time I didn't really have a plan. It was just kind of, let's just see people and get out. And that was the whole thing, see people, buy stuff, Ocean Park, Disneyland, and then left. This time, my plans were a little bit more structured. There was a little bit more planning. So, I obviously saw a lot of our old neighbors, because we kind of grew up in this town, a very small town. But when we say town, it's basically like a combo of like 12 buildings. But there's a lot of people there, but we know like the people from our floor, so we saw them. We went to dim sum a lot with my grandma. My grandpa passed away, unfortunately, so it was my grandmother and our third uncle from our dad's side of the family. So they were very nice to us. They always take care of us every time we go back, so we have to see them. So that happened, and the funny thing is, because my sister is working full-time now, she cannot stay the duration of my stay, so she has to leave 2 days before me. So she did leave before I did, and my cousin came after, like a week after we arrived. Mostly because I have a lot of family things to do before we could hang out, so I didn't want her to just follow me to the cemetery to see my grandpa, things like that. So I did all those things in the beginning, so she would have time to do things with me, like go to the peak. We went to Ocean Park, we went shopping, we did a lot of things within like a week of her stay, a week and a half, I would say. So good for me going there. I went with my sister. Coming back to Boston, I have my cousin Sarah, so that worked out pretty well. Anyway, like I said, we did a lot of things like Ocean Park, which was really fun, except for the fact that there's a lot of people even in January. We actually got the fast pass, and it was like $300, so it would be like $40 in the US, 40 USD. It was worth it though, but the limitation is you get one fast pass per ride, and then this very popular VR one. Loud cars per usual. The VR one, you can only do it from this certain time they assigned you, and you can only do it once, so if you miss it, you miss it. But it was worth it because we did a lot of the rides at least once, and saved a lot of time. And we also went to the peak. Let me tell you, this was the craziest thing ever. We got to the bus stop in Central, and the bus that goes through Central to the peak, there's like 5 stops ahead of us. I think 5 to 7, I'm not really sure, but by the time it got to us, the bus was completely full, packed completely. If we went a stop after that stop, we wouldn't got on because the bus driver didn't even stop for that stop, and there was like 20 people waiting at the next stop. So we were very lucky to be able to get on that bus, and super packed. Everybody's trying to get up there. It was like 4:30, and I thought, okay, sundown was like, I don't know, 5:30, so let's make it right before sundown so you can see the day and the night. Yeah, I'm very proud of that. I felt like I'm a genius for thinking about that. So we did get there, and it was the sun was going down, but before it wasn't going down yet, so we got that view, and then we got the night view. So I was just saying, go on my Instagram at AlexAUASMR, and you can find one of the pictures I've posted. It was of the night view, but I want to post the other views as well. So obviously, if you know Hong Kong, you know the very not common but like popular picture of like the hills, right? This, right? And then you see all the tall buildings, and then you see the water, and then you see on the other side there's more tall buildings all over the place. So we got that picture. But on the other side, that's where the sun set. So when you turn onto the other side and looked, it was beautiful. Obviously, taking a picture cannot really show you exactly how it was, how I saw it. It's very different when you see it in person, and it was beautiful. There's absolutely nothing but I feel like mansions over there, and then you see like a big sunset orange sky. So that was pretty amazing. And like I said, getting up there was crazy. Leaving was even worse because they're so limited. The bus is like a very limited bus, whatever. Like I think I forgot the number, but there was at least 300 people in line when we were lining up, when we were like right in the middle, and thank goodness we decided to leave. Well, we did, because behind us, after we started lining up, there's like 300 more people, and the lines just keep swirling and swirling all the way out of the out of the bus depot station. So we waited, and we got on like the 5th bus finally, because each bus they only fill like 100 people, or like less than that maybe. I don't know, it felt like we were in the middle, but we probably were at the end. It don't matter. Either way, we got on the bus and we left. The bus was packed. God, I'm running out of breath from just talking and talking. And we actually didn't even make it down to the mountain. We made it halfway, and my sister said, okay, get off there and then take this bus to our third uncle, because we were having dinner before my sister's leaving. We went to the peak like at the end of our journey, and then I was very skeptical because there was no bus stop. The only bus there was that bus and like one other one, and I was like, did you just tell me to get off and then have us stranded here? Nothing. But then we found out that we have to walk up the hill a little bit to catch another bus. because it's a roundabout, which confused the crap out of me. But that happened, and we went to dinner, and that was it. Yeah, that was my story of the peak. There's a lot of Chinese stores there because it is like the site to go, like the place to go to if you want to see the view. I've seen it when I was a kid. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I was like, let's do it. My cousin haven't seen it. She probably seen it before too, but we just thought it would be great to just see it one more time. That was fun, and it was surprisingly, when you have to go to the top, you have to pay an admission fee of like $70, which is like $10. So that was cool. You just pay $5, $10 to go up there to see the view, because all the other floors there's no balcony and anything, so you have to go up there to actually see without the window blocking your view, because the window, there's like reflections and everything, so it's not really good for pictures or for your eyes. Anyway, that's my story of Hong Kong. We didn't really do a lot of amazing things. We did enough, and we mostly just went shopping and go to Ocean Park. We didn't go to Disney this time because I went twice last time with my sister, and the Disney park in Hong Kong is very small. There's only like 4 themes and that's it. So we just said, let's not go with $600. Let's just not. $600, so it would be like $85 in the US. Yeah. Next thing, coming back, obviously, I have school again. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I am in the management program for supply chain management. And I am taking 3 classes right now, so part-time. And I'm trying to get these 3 classes done, so I would have around 7 more classes after this to complete my bachelor degree, and then I'll be graduating, so hopefully I can do that without any problem. And I am trying to graduate with honors, and I think for my college to get like the minimum is like a 3.0 above or something, or is it like a 3.3? I'm not sure, but I'm aiming for the second level honor, which is 3.5 and above. So I'm already there. I just have to maintain it. Then I can graduate with honors, which is, something I would like to do. A lot of people is gonna graduate with honors, so you don't want to lag behind. So yeah, 3 classes. I only go to school like Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I get every other day off, so I have more time to do my own thing. And the reason I didn't want to take more than 3 classes is not because I'm lazy. It's because the time of the classes didn't really match up. So for my management, my concentration, that's what we call it, supply chain, there's only one option per class, and you have to fulfill these classes. And this one class is usually at night, so I have one from like 5:30 to 8:15, right? And then I have another class for my general education, like Econ 102. And because it is such an introductory course, they usually offer it in the mornings, because it blends in better with like freshmen and sophomore. So it wouldn't make sense for me to go in at 11 to 12, and then stay there till 5:30 and then 8:15, and then going home would not be a very ideal situation either. I mean, if I was dorming, if I was living on campus, no problem. I can just go back, take a nap, come back at 5:30. But I live off campus, so it wouldn't be like a smart idea to just go home at 12:30, come back at 5:30. It would be a waste of time, gas, and everything else. So that's why I couldn't find the perfect class to fit the schedule. Because I'd rather take this next semester or in the summer than waste my time commuting twice or 4 times in a day, going there, coming back, going there, and then coming back. It's just not worth my time. And then I was thinking maybe I could just spend those few hours in school to study. Now that is not a bad idea if your class was at like 2 and then 3:15 and then you have 2-hour gap. I don't mind that at all. I've lived through it. It's a week if I do that. So I was like, you know what? I'm not in a rush. Either way, I won't be graduating on time. So, because I took a break previously, so I'm not gonna graduate on time. I still need 2 more semesters anyway, regardless, so let's just take it slow. So I decided to do that. And these 3 classes I'm taking for this semester, they're all my supply chain management classes. Like our risk management, general supply chain management, and the capstone course for supply chain management. So hopefully it's gonna work out. These classes are not very hard necessarily, but they're not easy, like an introductory course. So I don't think it's a bad idea. I think that will give me more time to focus on these classes, which is like the most important thing for my whole degree anyway. So yeah, after that I will have like 1 more supply chain class I have to take, and the rest of them are just easy classes like economics, accounting, financial accounting, what else? Political science. I also minored in political science, and I need that 1 course to be done with. I totally talked about this before, but I was taking political science courses because it sparked my interest. But little did I know I was already halfway done with the requirement for political science minor. So I was like, let's just do it. So I did that. Now I'm just missing 1 class out of the 5 because I did the other 4 already. So if you do a minor, it's basically an extra semester, but because the political science course also works with the social and behavioral science, so you kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So that's why it doesn't really slow you down that much if you think about it. So it worked out for me. Hopefully, if I happen to find an internship in the summer, which is coming up, I gotta think about that. And then I will be graduating in the spring. Then I'll be done. I'll have my bachelor degree in supply chain management. Hopefully I'll be in a job by then, getting paid enough to survive. I'm not asking for big money, I'm just asking for enough. So yeah, I have that going on for me. But I don't know, I just haven't been making videos. I apologize. I hate saying sorry to stuff like this. I just don't feel like it. I mean, honestly, if I think about it, if I continue making ASMR video consistently, maybe I'll be at 100,000 subscribers by now. But it just doesn't motivate me all the time, so I just make a video when I feel like it. But mostly, that was loud. Mostly I didn't want to make videos because of the environment I'm in. I live next to a stop sign, so every time the car goes by, I am such an OCD person. I just gotta restart the whole video. I mean, obviously, at this point, I wouldn't care because I'm at 18 minutes. I'm not gonna restart it now. But, like, in the first 5 minutes, if something goes off, I restart. So, a 20-minute video would take me at least an hour to make because of stuff like that. So, hopefully, if I end up moving in the future to a more quieter environment, I will be able to make videos more often, with less distraction, more efficient with my time, so I could pop on more videos and stuff like that. Anyway, my throat's getting super dry. I'm gonna go grab myself a cup of tea, and then hopefully I can come back and make episode 3 of the Choosing Beggars series, because you guys enjoyed it. I kind of had fun making it too, so I'll do that. Yeah, my throat is super dry right now. I want to thank each and every one of you for your continuing supporting my channel and everything. It's great. I love you all, honestly, because you guys are the reason I continue. You guys are the reason I'm still here. So I appreciate every single one of you. I will try to reply to those comments. I swear to God, every time I was gonna do it, I forget. I'll do that. I think I'm gonna end the video here because 20 minutes, that's usually my time to get out of here. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it, comment and let me know what you think, leave like a request or something. If an idea pops out at me, I'll take staying